played more than 125 times in their history, and it might not be the most well-known rivalry in the country, but for the Heels and the Cavs, the South's oldest rivalry will always mean a lot. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So North Carolina's offense will have the football first. It was a forgettable season for both of these teams, and the South's oldest rivalry, and the Cavs couldn't even find any solace in winning this game against the Tar Heels. Carolina cruised and had a big lead after 3 and coasted home with the W.
Well, it was a big win for North Carolina, snapping a 4-game losing skid going into that. But really, Virginia never could get it going offensively. Running, throwing, no rhythm, only 288 total yards, David. They turned it over twice. They've got to be better on offense today.
Yeah, this definitely was a needed win a year ago for North Carolina to get some good feelings going, because they were struggling, like you mentioned, the 4-game losing streak. But really, they got it going throwing. They got it going running. They had everything working a year ago. Virginia up for a tall task.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lopez wants to fire. Here's the pressure. There he goes. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's 3rd down. You just got sacked the play prior. But you do a nice job in the pocket, you get through your progression, it's not open, you take off and run, pick up the 1st down, fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
It's complete to the left. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a 1st down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Sweet cut there. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
From the gun to give, looking for room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
That's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Owens. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first round. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Virginia's offense has the ball for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Morris. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Off and running. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He's in open space downfield. Quarterback's got the first. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing.
Turning it on! Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
And the Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Lopez to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Power football with the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Runs through the tackle. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the third most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the baby blue and this showdown every year.
They've been playing since 1892, man. That's a long time, and that's something that I think fans, players, and coaches are aware of. This game is very special.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ennis. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And just when you thought the worst was over, the first drive they fumble it, and on the second drive they fumble it. 2 drives, and they can't hold on to the football.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Tar Heels have moved it inside the 20. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, Dave.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Morris. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And the fumble recovery gives the ball to the offense with a 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this 1st quarter.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Morris. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To throw, it's Morris. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Ennis. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Gives it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score North Carolina 24.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Lopez to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ship. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Ship. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Owens. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Brings up.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Lopez wants to fire. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball in this system.
The Cavaliers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Morris. On the move, he fires. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know, one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
4th down coming up.
The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Gives it to the back on the draw. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Completes the shuffle pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Wants to throw. It's Morris. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Morris. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Almost intercepted. He might have run for a while. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Lopez to pass. Working the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ennis. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going for the big play. Ball's in the deep ball. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The Cavaliers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, on defense, these linebackers are trained not just to stop the run, but to go out and cover in space and make tackles in the open field. That linebacker shows you all of his skill set there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Lopez wants to fire. That's caught. It's Green. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the South tends to shut down when the Tar Heels and Cavaliers get together, and that's the case again today. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Virginia and North Carolina plays out.
The Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Morris. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Lopez to pass. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was
half. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Lopez wants to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
To the air on second down. It's caught. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
The give on the counter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point was good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the school.
Carolina 38, Virginia 21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Makes the catch. It's Ennis. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Cavaliers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Courtney. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. And as he throws, just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Morris. He wants to go deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Ennis. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Virginia! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Number 7.
I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
To the ground. He's got it again. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lopez to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Ship. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Just keep slinging it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads it downfield. Trying to find the end zone. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina! The Tar Heels putting their foot down as they start to pull away from the Cavs.
North Carolina raising up, meeting the Cavaliers in this rivalry game and doing exactly what they want to do.
Well, they're just making more plays, and they just seem like they are locked in. From the opening whistle, UNC has been the team ready to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Throws to the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Courtney. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cavaliers have taken it inside the 20. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Grab near the sticks. It's Ennis. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How about taking the shot off of the RPO? A lot of times you see RPO routes and you throw it real quick, whether it's a bubble or a glance, but they're like, nah, I'm going to fake the run right here, take a deep shot. The offense being very aggressive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Running back searching for a hole.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They run the reverse. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Scanning the field, it's Morris. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the returner will be brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he He had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Morris. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Surging forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Lopez to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's gone. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal...
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Morris. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man. It's Courtney. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
4th down, gotta have it here. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quarterback takes a knee. The latest chapter of the South's oldest rivalry in the books, and it is North Carolina who takes home the win over Virginia. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.